Hello, this is Dr. Dalton, presenting today a diagram with regard to the stretching pain zones that we get into when we're discussing that CTM stretching, that connective tissue molding stretching that I've discussed when we get together. And with it is, we'll do it on a diagram basis. So if we put a line down here, go there, all the way over to here, then we kind of put this into 4 quadrants. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want you to think of these as being stretching zones. So these are stretching zones, and these zones or stretching can also be stretching or pain, stretching or pain zones with regard to particular with CTM molding, connective tissue molding. Zone 1, 2, Zone 3, Zone 4. I want you to think of Zone 1 as being an idea of, from a pain standpoint, that it's not really painful at all. You're aware of it. You're going to be aware of the, in this particular case, what we're talking about is stretching. So you're aware of the stretching. Number 2 is mild. Number 3 would be moderate. And then the 4th one is going to be severe. And so if we put this in pain perspective, zone 1, it's not pain. Okay? You're just aware of the stretching sensation. So from a facial diagram, we could just do something like this. This is real happy. There's no pain at all with this. Zone 2 is going to be mild pain. Zone 3 is moderate pain. And zone 4 is going to be severe pain. And so, again, diagram standpoint, mild pain would be that, you're just not all that happy. Moderate pain, you're definitely starting to get unhappy about that. And then severe pain, you're just really stressing about the whole thing. As a matter of fact, you might even be crying a little bit. So a couple of tears in there with regard to severe pain. Now, from the CTM, that CTM or the connective tissue molding idea is that I want you to kind of you're always in zone 1 with this. You're aware of the stretch, but it's not painful. You're not getting into zone 2. Now we can take zone 1 and break it up into 10 segments. So here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so if this is level 5, and so 6, 7, 8, 9. So from a pain perspective, again, you're not in any pain with a stretching idea, that you're going to be beginning with the stretch. Let's say you're going to do quadriceps or the hamstring, and so you start it at 0 and gradually stretching. You're aware of it, like a moderate degree, level 5 awareness, but it's not pain. Continuing around 7 or 8 is when you kind of stop and you maintain that position until you gradually starts to melt away. That's that melting that we're discussing, the fading or melting away of the awareness. And you might get down to like a 1 or a 2 level. Once you get down in here, then you can go in for your second molding or melting, and you get up to that 7 or 8 level, and then maintain that position. And then as you're maintaining that position, again, this might be 30 seconds, it might be a couple of minutes actually, gradually fade down to that 1 or 2 level, and you can repeat that cycle or stop. So we can generally get like 1 or 2 meltings, per extremity. Okay, per extremity. And you can kind of just repeat that whole cycle through and through. 1 or 2 meltings per extremity. Could be arm or leg or quadricep, hamstring, whatever stretch you're going to do. But you get to that point where it's not pain. You're a couple away from that pain, beginning of the pain. You're before it, because we don't want to engage the pain. Once we start to engage any kind of painful area, once we start to get into this pain zone and through here, once we start to get into this, then it causes the muscles tighten. And as the muscles tighten up, let me correct that. As the muscles tighten up a bit, then it inhibits or prevents. It prevents a good passive stretch, and that's what we're doing in this particular type with the CTM. CTM is all about a passive stretch. And so to do this best, we don't want to get into the zone. We want to instead be into this zone. We want to be into the zone 1 is what we like to be. Again, that's our happy spot to be in when we're doing the CTM stretching.